What's this video about today? What are we gonna do?
We're gonna compare all of them.
And I see three of them, three different brands.
Yep.
Give us the lowdown on each one.
It is the CF Moto Highland. I have yet to drive it.
We're gonna get your honest opinion.
Today we're gonna do that. So I pulled out our other two brands that we sell, which is Polaris and Can-Am.
And they're also 2025s?
Yes. All these are cab models. They all come equipped with your heat and your AC, wiper kits, power windows, door locks, winches. Can-Am has a steel table, while the other two is gonna have your synthetic
They
rope.
got that rope on there.
Yep.
Okay, and they're all very similar colors, similar height. I do notice right away to the eye, the CF Moto seems to be a little bit wider. Maybe it's just the plastics and the fender sticking out.
64.7 is the width of the CF Moto Highlander. Polaris, you're at 65. And then for the Can-Am, you are at 65 as well.
Interesting. So our new model is the narrowest, but they're all on 14s. The Can-Am has those arched A-arms to give them a little extra ground clearance.
So the total ground clearance of the Can-Am, you're looking at 14 inches. Polaris is 14 inches as well.
Jeff, what do you say we go actually test these ones out? I know you haven't tried the CF Moto yet. I've ridden in the other two. I haven't tried that either.
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
You want to start with that one?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. No microphones and cab noise, but what's your first impression?
I mean, I've driven the other one without the open cab, with the open cab. This one.
So you know what to expect from the engine, but
Yes, now you got the added weight though from your doors and everything. Acceleration's instant.
What'd you think about the cab noise?
You really don't hear much.
Not much.
I mean, I've had the windows down, so I haven't really seen. I mean, we can put them up real quick. I mean, you get just normal engine noise.
Yeah, I hear more air conditioning than engine noise.
You don't really hear anything. Very, very smooth. Handles the bumps.
Nothing you would change?
No. Not at the moment.
All right, so this one has your thumbs up. Would it
I
have two thumbs up?
I would give it 2 thumbs up, yeah.
If this was a movie, would it get 2 thumbs up?
I'd give it 2 thumbs up. One, because of how it handles, performs, and then the second thumbs up is price.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with that.
So we're going to take out the Polaris next.
All right.
Give that a shot.
So this is the Polaris Ranger. You've had Polaris Rangers in the past. You have a Polaris Ranger now. So I don't think you're the man to ask because you're impartial.
And I've had them all except for the CF Moto. They weren't available yet. But yeah, I've had the Can-Am Defenders. I've had the Ranger 1000s. And then I also currently right now have a Ranger 1500 Ultimate.
Yeah, so you sound biased. You sound like a Polaris man. Why? Tell us why, at least. What draws you to getting the Ranger model?
So that one, I mean, just again, you've already touched on it. It's the reliability. I like how they handle, how they drive, how they steer, all the features that it has. I like the interior on this better than the Can-Am, like we mentioned before. It's just dated. I've never had a problem. So
Reliability. Good motor, good drivetrain.
Yep. Never had an issue. And I mean, I don't ride much. Maybe put 500 to 1,000 miles on them. Literally not had any issues other than the winch getting sucked in from my kid.
I can tell you as the passenger, I did notice it's a little quieter in this one than the U-Force.
It is. It is quieter in the cab. You still have the windows open, but it was definitely quieter.
You notice it. The insulation in these is very nice. So the final machine was the Defender. Give us your thoughts.
It's just dated is all. It's behind the CF Moto and behind the Polaris on an interior standpoint when it comes to technology and what's out there and what's available.
Even the engine's over a decade old.
Yeah, and the literally the body style's changed a little bit, but nothing crazy. And that is why I have a suspicion. And again, this is my opinion only. Doesn't mean anything's going to happen. Most time I'm wrong on everything when I predict what they're going to release or come out with. But
you think something's coming?
I definitely think something's coming, and they know it. They have to. They got to stay competitive. They got to make sure that they stay up with the market.
But overall, give us your thoughts on this machine. What'd you rank it at?
Out of
Did it get 2 thumbs up?
Yeah, 2 thumbs up. I mean, it's going to do whatever you want it to do.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's at the end of the day, that's all you're looking for in these machines is, hey, is this going to get me from point A to point B? Is this going to tow this? Is it going to pull that? All of these machines can do that. And it's just like your cars, your Fords, your Chevys. There's all differences between the 2 brands or the 3 brands that makes you pull towards one brand over another.
Yeah. I think price point matters to a lot of people. It matters to me when I'm shopping for something.
Yeah.
And this Can-Am comes right in the middle of our price point, but let's jump out and we'll talk to people about what these cost.
Perfect.
All right, you just drove all 3. You got to pick one as your favorite. I won't put you on the spot who's second or third, but at least pick a favorite. Give us your favorite out of the 3 brands. Which one you would go to if you were looking for a 1,000 closed unit. Jeff Bibbens, what do you got?
So I would probably a year or 2 ago never say this, but I would go with the CF Moto. Hi, buddy. But I would go with the CF Moto, the amenities that it has that the others don't, and the biggest thing is that price point.
But yeah, the price point for that CF Moto definitely comes in far lower. So let's have ourselves a talk about each unit and what each one costs, what it comes with. Let's take a look at the interior of each machine. This Highland model has some pretty fancy stitching for an off-road vehicle.
Yes, they're probably the most comfortable seats between the 3 brands. I think it's just the softest, to be honest with you, so it definitely gives you a little bit more cushion when you're riding.
It does remind you of a high-end pickup truck.
It does. Your Platinums and your Ultimates, they have those packages with the stitching, and it is a very sharp-looking interior.
And was this just flip down? Oh, there you go, just pull.
Yep, just pull. 2 tabs on there.
That's easy access.
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
Very easy to get to. The nice thing with this.
Wow, it's a dash like none of the others have. This is something a little bit, I'm going to say it's a little bit nicer than the other models.
So the nice thing is we got to turn this air on, which I haven't played with yet. I'd like to see the difference between the cooling systems.
Yeah, and wow, I mean, almost like, look at the size of our hand. Full-size vents like you would find in an on-road vehicle.
You can already feel cold air coming out of there.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Plus touchscreen display here. There you go.
Oh, wow.
You got Apple CarPlay, connect your phone. You can actually set a speed limit, which you see there. So if you want your kids not to go over a certain one, you can put a PIN number in and then set the speed.
I noticed another feature. What was the GPS? G-Force? G-Force. Look at that. What does this tell us? That will actually give you how hard you're going into corners and stuff.
Yeah.
Why would you need that on a utility machine?
That's the only machine right now that offers that.
I know, it's an interesting stat, but it's kind of one of those things that's just a frill. You don't really need it.
It is. Also, it's nice you got vehicle diagnostics, so if you are having issues with your machine, you should be able to click right in there. It'll tell you what you have going on with a code, and then you can decide, oh, that's cool. I just showed you.
Oh, wow, yeah, when I turned that, so I didn't want to hear the fan noise too loud while we were talking on our microphones, and you can actually see the diagram of the...
And then it's blue for AC, and then...
Wow, that's cool.
That is sweet. We don't need the heat.
Yeah, we don't need the heat today. It's 95 degrees out. This must have other features like those machines over there have a high, low, a work.
Check out that.
Sport. That's a power window. Oh, and I've got one on my side.
I think
wow, those are actually fast. Those are faster than my truck, dude.
No, that is the fastest wow that I've seen.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And the doors are very high quality. I mean,
yeah, the handle, I do like the fit and finish on these. The handle is very nice. Grab bar right there. Everything's accessible. Nice cup holder. And if you'll notice in the Rangers, they have a shelf over the top of the cup holder so you can't get a large Yeti or something in there. Looks like CF Moto thought that one through.
Yeah, there's a lot less cup holders in here.
The one thing I really want to have you talk about is this comes with something that the other ones don't, and it's right behind us.
Power dump box.
Well, that and that sound bar.
Oh, the sound bar, yep. So the sound bar stereo comes standard. It's made by MB Court, and that's through Apple CarPlay, where you can connect your phone through it and play your music through that.
And they're the only 2 speakers in the vehicle. There's nothing in the dash.
No.
Or down low.
Nothing, but I'm sure there's going to be options to add a front one if you want to.
All right.
The Ranger we're going to look at later, that is actually an Ultimate, so it does have a radio in it, but you got to pay
Extra for that. This is a standard unit.
Yes.
Comes standard with the stereo.
Correct.
Now, it's all controlled through here.
Yep. Well, yeah, sound, you can change all your different things on
And
there.
there's an antenna right there, so I'm assuming that we can pick up FM and AM.
Yep. So let's see.
So used to be straight. I can't see you right. I should have left when you.
Oh, wow, and you're doing it from a knob.
Yep.
You mentioned the other nice feature that we should probably talk about, which is a dump bed. It's
Yep.
got its own switch right there. Go ahead and show them that.
That is another standard feature.
And standard and faster than the other 2 brands.
Yep.
The Polaris one made by Polaris is slower than that.
And we got a window here.
And that is so nice right there.
So if you got a dog or something in the back,
Oh,
you
that's
can stick their
awesome.
head through.
Yeah, and that's not even an add-on. That comes with this cab
That's
model.
an add-on. Or, I mean, yes, that is standard. You can change them out on the others, but only on the Polaris.
Wow, that's a really nice feature. If you side-by-side a lot, you know that how nice that is. And there's one more thing I want to have you show us. What is this?
So that is a power.
Wow. Now we see tilt-outs on all the other models, but they're not powered. And do that one more time, because that was insanely fast.
Yep, and you can stop it at any point, wherever you want.
And it'll hold it there. It's not dangerous to ride it there.
I mean, I wouldn't go full
Right.
speed, but yeah,
It puts a lot of stress on stuff. That's
Yes.
crazy.
Yep.
That is really fast. And I like the fact that they actually give you a couple other...
Yep, accessory ports. So
Yep.
if you want to add other stuff to that, you can. There also is wiper kit. You just twist it. So you can have it through the fluid or just regular. And then just flick of a button, shuts it right off.
Show us this real quick.
Got some storage up here.
So you have some in front of you, and I was just showing them I have some in front of me.
Winch control too.
Yep, that's where you store that. And I like these vents up here. You can actually turn the vents on and off. So if you're getting too much air on your windshield, or if that's a problem, you just tilt your windshield out. That's insane.
Yeah.
A nice headliner in this. I'm impressed. The quality of this is really nice. I'm not sold on this large bar. It's got this grab bar in front of the passenger. It is a push button with a fob and push button shifting. I think that's kind of nice.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
And there's your key. Yeah, none of the other side-by-sides have that.
Nope.
All right, we'll try to keep this one a little bit shorter with the Polaris. We've talked about these before. If you're following our channel, you've seen these before. And this 25, I don't think it has that many updates from a 24, does it?
No, the only thing that really changed is going to be your shifter.
What they do with the shifter?
It's a new, it's like 50% smoother. So,
oh, wow, is that nicer?
Yep.
Way nicer.
Yep. Very smooth. So that is where the 25, the difference between 25s and the 24s are going to be.
Yeah.
But this one has your ride command. But again, to have this screen like you have standard in your CF Moto, it's about $3,500 extra. But what does that give you? Yes, you have your radio. It does now come with a backup camera, which you don't get with the CF Moto.
Yep.
GPS on here. You can zoom right in. You can see.
And you can utilize the ride command app from phones of other riders. Yep, that's cool.
Yep. So interior wise, like I said, more cup holders.
Yeah, I
So
got
there
a
are
couple more in the center.
Smaller vents for sure.
More of what you would see traditionally in a side-by-side. That's a JBL speaker on each side. Is that
side? Yep.
no tweeter, just two standard speakers down there?
Two standard speakers.
Now we've heard the JBL system, very nice.
Yes.
And of course it's still offering the performance standard in work modes.
Yep. 82 horsepower. Failed to mention that that has 88.
Yeah, we'll do motor specs later in the video. But interior wise, it didn't change much. The seating feels the same. The seat belts are the same.
Yep.
Cockpit is pretty much the same.
Tip out windshield.
Oh, you got to use your
gotta use your
hand like a
hands.
poor person.
There's no buttons.
You got your tilt.
Yep. So
adjustability there is a seat slide forward for the driver.
yes.
You have some adjustability there.
Yep. Storage under seat.
Yeah, let's check that out if you want my kill in the ignition. But underneath here, if you notice, they've got the circle for a 5-gallon bucket, so you can actually set something down in there for some storage.
There's your power windows. As you can see, slower.
Slower. And does the passenger have a switch? I didn't even
Yep.
check. They do. Okay. So passenger side has a switch. And that's about standard speed for any vehicle, but that CF Moto,
Very, very quick.
that U-Force U10 Pro just has a fast window, I guess.
So no power dump box either. That's going to be manual.
So let's check out the Defender Limited interior. And this one really hasn't changed in a few years.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, they've had
Polaris
these
style.
same style bolster seats, kind of hug you in at the hips, hug you in at the back, and the flip down. I told my buddy Mike Barone, if you're watching, Mike, I'm going to use you as an example. You don't know, folks, you can flip these pins around and then you have this upside down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
So like a little booster seat?
a booster seat, or you can use it as armrest.
Oh, wow.
That's the main purpose. So when you flip these two around, this will now be on the top, sitting here, and it'll be your armrest.
That's awesome.
So a little tip from
Yeah.
your friendly cameraman at
Yeah.
Bibbens.
So this one's actually got 6 cup holders, or actually, excuse me, 4, because they don't have any on the sides. So you only get the other 2 when you fold that down.
Right. So the 2 in the middle in the armrest, and the 2 here, and literally the same dash, same removable storage thing that Can-Am has had in their dash for years.
Tip out glass windshield.
Yeah, vents.
Wiper.
Push out, and go ahead and reach for that one, Jeff. It is easy to do from the driver's seat. It still bounces, but man, I feel like it.
Still bounces, but
Yeah.
not as nearly as much as the Polaris did.
And I do notice they have the vents similar to the CF Moto, and I like that because you can close those off.
Yep.
And that's nice adjustability right there. These spin, which I've always found interesting, so you can angle your airflow a little bit better, customize it to where you're sitting. I like that, but I've never liked this.
Yeah.
That has been the same for years, and go ahead and toggle through that if you would. It's a very simple system. It's push and turn. Push and turn. There's no like other buttons.
Yeah, it's pretty basic.
Yeah.
Old technology, to be honest
Yeah,
with you.
yeah. I personally would like to see them upgrade that because I feel like they could do better.
They definitely need LED lights.
This still has the halogen headlights.
Yes.
It still has a very outdated dash.
Yeah.
I mean, what we're looking at the CF Moto and the Polaris compared to this,
There's
right.
no other options. There's no other upgrades. There's no GPS. There's no touch screen. There's nothing at the moment that they offer that gets you anywhere near the other 2.
Right. So Can-Am, let's hope that there's something coming out because they need it.
Yes.
They need it to stay with the technology being released in the other units.
Yes.
Yeah.
Power windows, again, let's just take a quick look. Oops, sorry.
You're good. About the speed of the Polaris.
Yep. So,
Nothing too solid. And the same high-mounted single blade wiper.
yep.
Only your switch is up high. Does come with a mirror, headliner, and light.
Dome light.
Back glass, but no slider window.
No slider.
No dump bed.
No dump. Well, manual.
Yeah, manual dump bed, no power dump bed.
You do have some storage here that actually has USB charging in there.
Oh, so there's a plug for
Yeah.
your phone.
Yep. There's 2 of them in there for you. They got a kit that goes right here.
Yeah, you can replace this whole plastic guard
Yep.
to a stereo. There'll be a speaker here and a head unit in the middle. Doesn't come standard though.
No.
The CF Moto comes standard with
You're
it.
looking at about $1,000 probably with labor to put
Yeah.
one of those speaker systems
Yeah.
in.
And we'll get to the price. If you've stayed around in the video this long, bear with us longer. We'll discuss pricing at the end.
Yep.
All right, for now, let's jump out and discuss engines and specs. So apparently you don't even need to start the engine to
Nope.
get the dump bed to go up.
All you gotta do is wake it up, push the button, and it wakes it up.
Gotcha. We wanted to show the motor on each unit because this one is new
Yep.
and it actually came out with the most horsepower.
Yes, so this is actually a 3-cylinder, liquid cooled, 12 valves, 4-stroke with 998 cc displacement, fuel injected engine with a 30 amp battery, which leads all of our current brands that we sell, other than the 1500 Ranger, but that's a different category.
Different category because of 1500, not a 1000.
Correct.
Tell us about the clutch system and the drivetrain.
Omni Drive CVT clutch system, powertrain, 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, locking front differential, and then you also have the gearbox park, reverse, neutral, high, low, and then you also have a parking lock shift system. So if you don't push the button to release it, it won't move.
Interesting. So it's your traditional belt system like you're going to find on the other 1000s. It's not until you get into the Polaris 1500 that you'll start seeing steel belts.
Yep.
All right, so still going to require your annual service and upkeep of that rubber belt that's in there. 3-cylinder, is that what we find in the Polaris?
No, you'll be looking at an
inline twin, right?
Yep.
All right, so the Polaris has an inline twin cylinder, and what's the numbers on this?
So this is a ProStar 4-stroke twin cylinder, 999 cc cylinder displacement, liquid cooled, and it also has high performance on-demand true all-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive, and then VersaTrack turf load. That transmission that we were talking about earlier about how it shifts so easy, it's the 2nd generation of it.
But it's still a belt clutch system.
Yes, it's a Gen 2 automatic PVT.
And the numbers of this one, just slightly less than the CF Moto. What's this come at?
82 horsepower.
82 horsepower, so 6 less than the competition, but this is a tried and true motor.
Yes.
The twin cylinder, inline twin cylinder, has been around for a long time with Polaris, and good to hear they finally made some upgrades to that transmission. Let's check out the Can-Am. Same numbers out of the Can-Am, right? An 82 horse?
82 horse, yep.
But a completely different style engine than we see in the other two.
So this is actually a Rotax 976 cc V-twin liquid cooled engine. The transmission is a Pro Torque CVT with quick response system, high airflow ventilation, and electronic drive belt protection. For the drivetrain, you also have turf mode, 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive with exclusive smart lock differentials. And then for the driving assistance, you actually have a CVT engine with braking, and then you have eco mode, eco off or work modes, and then you also have a speed limiter.
Well, it's a very different engine from what we're seeing in the other two. This is a V-twin versus the Polaris's inline twin versus the CF Moto's inline 3-cylinder. All right, we came to the front of the machines to talk about winches, differences in the front ends. First off, they all have 45s, right?
Yeah, 4,500 pound winches. The big downside, I guess, is Can-Am only comes standard with a steel, and there's no auto stop.
You can't even add it.
You can add it.
Oh, but it doesn't come
It's a
standard.
couple $100. You got to basically switch out the fair leads and everything on it.
All right, so that's one of those additions that you might find standard on the other brand and not on this one.
Yep.
And it is standard on the Polaris.
Yep, standard on the Polaris, synthetic rope, and then you got your auto stop. There's the magnet right there, so once you bring it in, it will shut off automatically for you.
You don't have to worry about stretching that rope or breaking it.
Yep.
And these first two have a front bumper. That one does not.
CF Moto does not come standard with a front bumper.
So keep in mind when you're bushwhacking.
And this does have the synthetic rope, but that is not auto stop.
Not auto stop.
That will continue to bring that in as long as you hold that button. And if you have kids like I do, they just sit there pushing buttons, and
they don't know when
before
to
you
stop.
know it, your winch is inside there and it's broken.
Yeah.
So I've had it happen. From a maintenance standpoint, since we're talking on the front ends, your Can-Am and your CF Moto, they all have Zerk fittings. So they're greasable A-arms, which your Polaris does not. That is going to be sealed bearings. So if something goes bad,
You have to replace
you have to replace it. The Highlander comes standard with side mirrors. None of these other models do.
All right. We do see that. And they're adjustable. They stick out a good distance from the cab, so you can... Oh, I like that too. It actually has a good stopping point.
They fold right in and
Yeah.
they give you a couple different options.
All right, Jeff, part of the video where we talk about price. Everybody wants to know price. We went over features. Features are great, but what's the price starting with our Can-Am?
So starting with your Can-Am right now, this one MSRP is $30,199. Currently, there's no rebates on these machines. They do have promotional financing, but at the moment, there are no rebates.
So 82 horsepower, all the bells and whistles. What's the Polaris got?
So the Polaris, you're actually going to be the most. You're going to be looking at $32.99.
$32,999.
Also, there is a $1,500 rebate on these right now. So there is an incentive to try to purchase these. So the manufacturer has a $1,500 rebate at the moment.
Well, this is YouTube, so whenever they're watching it.
Yeah. This is it's July 16th. So
yeah,
it's past July, check back in August. The rebates could change.
All right. And our cheapest model is the newest model. What's the price tag?
I mean, you would probably be expecting seeing these models be in the 30s. You're like, oh, this has got to be 28, 29, 30 grand. Comparable, which obviously it's got all the features that those have, but you're coming in at $23,999.
Like $8,000 less than the competition.
Yes.
And as we pointed out, it's got some bells and whistles that the others don't. It has some very nice features the others share, but they're a little more fine-tuned, I'd say, with the CF Moto. Like those power windows, those go up very fast.
Yes.
The power dump bed, the other two don't have that. You got to get out like a poor person and pick it up. And that tilt-out windshield, just hit a button, and it's fast.
Yeah.
I've never seen a power tilt-out windshield. That's fast.
I mean, it's tough to explain how there's that big of a price difference between the different models.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel you're getting more for less. And, I mean, it's going to do the same that the others are going to do, but a significantly lower price point. They all have a 1-year warranty right now.
Okay.
So that is standard on them.
Yep.
You can add extended warranty if you want to, but right off the bat from the manufacturers, they're at 1 year.
They all match there.
Yep.
All right. And they're all available at Bibbens. Jeff, thank you for taking the time to show us each one and how each one compares to the next one. These are pretty nice machines. It was a lot of fun driving them. Hope you viewers enjoyed this one. If you haven't done so, please hit subscribe, like the video, leave a comment which one was your favorite. We'll see you guys on the next video.